This is the part you have done this. It's been so long you don't even know what point you're supposed to start talking.
No, I thought it was a different show now.
No, so it's still our. Hold on, peoples. Okay. So hold on. Damn it! Mother.
Just turn it off and start over.
No, it's going really well. I think people are really going to enjoy
really
this.
What the
effing stank? That's what they're going to be doing. They're sitting right now wherever they are, and they are cheering. No, those chairs are for you. Thank you. You got me a new chair.
I did, but it's not quite.
So we're just figuring it out. So before I could sit up high enough.
It does have arms. I didn't think it did.
It does, but they're lower than this. And so I could sit up high enough but slide underneath the desk. And this one, the crashing into and the me sounding like I was being maimed, that was me running into the desk. Right. So it's spacing thing going on right now.
Right.
So, no, this is still the longest one night stand with Bobbi and Ro.
Oh, okay.
Or Bobbi, it's going to be longest one night stand with Bobbi and TSG.
Got it.
I am still going to put it out on our website. I mean, on our podcast for people, but it's really going to be part of my show.
Okay. That's what I thought.
And then that way, if we can do it every week, that's great. If we don't, and then I have a lot of new guests coming on.
Yeah,
and
that's fine.
So
I'm
whatever.
like a guest.
You are. You're
on my own show.
Yes. So, let's see. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been many pages of notes. That's how long it's been. That's how I judge time now.
Okay. It's only been a couple weeks.
I know. Why? Oh, that was a question. I was like, MILF. That's in big letters. Why do MILFs make the best escorts? It says that MILFs make the best escorts. You could make a best escort.
I could.
So all you got to do is like that sex thing.
Right.
Yep.
Which one?
All of them.
Oh, that's why I can't be one.
Okay. So that was from my interview last week, a few episodes ago. Olivia Liv LaRue. Hold on. I have something for her. Did you think about what I was going to give Liv when I said that?
I did. That's what I was like.
So yes, I thought about that as it was coming out of my mouth. I had comedian and time travel theorist Sean Wickens on the show. And then the show previous to this episode, if for some reason you saw Bobby's name and you're like, I'm going to listen to this show, and you didn't listen to the previous show, that one is going to, the last show was the one with Tim Lytell, and he's the one that was the writer, director, and producer of the movie Man Baby.
Right.
And that is, I got to tell you, after talking to him, I actually have, I like the movie more now. I mean, I think I understand it a little bit more, so I think listening to that interview would allow you to go back and at least understand that movie a little bit better. It's available on Tubi TV, so you can stream it there. TUBI. It's free streaming service. I don't even think you have to give them your email address. You just have to sit through commercials every once in a while.
Oh.
So, anywho, anyhow, anyway. Let's see, what else? There's the dog, because why wouldn't she be on this program? Because she has not squeaked a toy in...
All night.
All night. 3 hours.
3 hours.
In 3 hours, not a peep out of her squeezing a toy. But you know why? It's because we were distracted. Yeah, we were paying attention to her. And she thinks that we're going to pay attention to her now, but we're not. However, as I'm saying that, I realize us talking about her is us paying attention to her.
Yeah.
But thank goodness she's bringing the toys right here to your feet.
Them at my feet.
Yep. Let's see. We weren't kidding. Get a Doberman. Seriously. If you're like, man, I want a dog, and then you're like, but I want one that's really, really annoying too, you should think about a Doberman.
Think about it.
That's her. I mean, it seems like we're just fucking with everyone and squeaking that toy, but we're not. Go. Go see Trinity. Go. Run away. Go. Hurry. Yeah. Ugh. Jiminy Crick one. I mean, I love that dog, but sometimes I'm just like,
She's too much.
she's a lot of something. I will say that a Christmas gift from a certain someone was a strain called Gold Leaf. I have found that strain to be very creative. This is why it's so important that marijuana is legal, so that you can find the strain that
Right.
helps you, whether you want to gain weight, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to be creative, whether you want to veg out on the couch. Because I literally... I wish you could just talk. Yeah, just rub up against mom. That seems always, well, never mind. I was gonna, let's see. What else do I got written down here? I thought I had good titles, but I don't.
Are your notes so confusing you don't even know where to start?
They are. Here's one that I wrote in the middle of the night. I love the creativity that comes with this strain. It makes me want to design clothes out of trash bags.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I added the trash bags. I was just seeing if you were paying attention.
I was.
I know you were. Let's see.
Well, there's also something we were going to talk about yesterday.
What were we going to
the-
talk about?
Distractiveness of watching people on TV and what they're wearing or how their hands move.
Yes. So we can talk, because I don't care about it. I obviously have proven. I'm waiting for lightning. I've proven that I will not get struck by lightning for some of the things I say. But it was about church.
Right.
So our church, we go to a very large church here in Kansas City. It has it has 6 locations in Kansas City. It's on TV here locally. They do YouTube. You can watch the traditional or praise service. And so we were watching the praise service yesterday. And you explain. What was our challenges yesterday?
Well, it was the singers, and I'm trying to think, because at one point you said something about that's why they wear robes, but that wasn't the preacher, that was the singer. But
Yeah,
anyway,
so-
but yeah. So the
we
clothing necklaces were very distracting, and
like the pearl necklace on the black guy.
yeah. And so then I'm like distracted, not even listening. And you said, well, that's why, preachers wear robes. So
Right.
that all looked the same. There wasn't anything to look at.
And the weird thing is sometimes I'm like, I don't remember where I learned something. And I know that I was very young, but I do remember asking that question, why do preachers, because I was just curious, because I knew there had to be a reason, because
Right.
I'm smart. And so I ask, and that's when they're like, so it's not distracting. But I do think that's distracting. And I've always said this about church singers, that they don't seem to know what to do with their hands. And, when I think about it, it's probably because they're not professional singers. They're very good singers. They have very good
Right.
voices, but they probably haven't honed their skill on a
performance or-
stage, where they've, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just watch that and it just seems like, because some of the hand movements,
Yeah.
especially done with like Christian music, it seems like those hand movements are only done by singers in Christian music.
Right.
Like it's not like Megan Thee Stallion all
Right.
of a sudden is doing this kind of
Right.
movement.
Right.
Now, I will say I also do not expect the girls in our church service to do Megan Thee Stallion type things.
Correct.
Although I probably would be less concerned with what they were wearing, more concerned with what they were doing at that point. But I would be paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's all about.
Yep.
Get into heaven's about just paying attention. That's all
Right.
you got to do, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that was very. I've always. Oh, here's a note that I put. I'm a big BTS fan
Oh yeah.
because K-pop is where it's at. So, hold on. I gotta take a hit real quick. And so I actually did not know who BTS was. We watched Saturday Night Live, and a couple years ago, they were on. They were the musical guest. No idea what they were singing, but I remember watching their choreography and how in sync they were, and being amazed. Because Mo, our oldest, she did drill team, dance team, excuse me, all those type of things. And so I thought that I was like, oh, I've been seeing top notch, award winning choreography and dancing.
Right.
But those guys were amazing.
Yeah.
And so I do have one song of theirs in my playlist. It's Butter. But if you listen to the songs, so I used to say that I wonder if someone is faking like an English language. I mean, like if they're trying to do an English accent, but they don't know English. Like, I'm not going to do it because I don't want us to get canceled. But let's
Right.
just say that you were going to pretend like you were doing a Chinese accent, but you don't know any Chinese. So
Right.
you would just use a lot of words that you think sound Chinese.
Okay.
So how is that an American?
Oh right.
Like, so are they just throwing words together like TV, desk, grass, air? I mean, like just and see, and that's the weird thing is I cannot even like you could put a TV on a desk and grass is under the air, and so I mean I can't even disassociate
Right.
things to do something like that. But if I listen to their words of their songs when it's translated to English, that's what I feel like. Because it's just like smooth like butter, and then it's something like King Kong, and then I think there may be a pipe wrench involved at some point, and there may not have been Uber Eats delivery. It just seemed like the words didn't really, see, I don't listen to the words.
Right.
I'm all about the beat, baby. You
Right.
know that.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was kind of funny. Let's see what else. Why knowing the strain? Boo margin notes, but I need to read my margin notes.
Margin notes.
Yeah. Oh, it was about Blaine's daughter when he came over
Oh,
the
yeah.
last time, and she was so amazing.
Yeah.
And then our stupid dog won't go up to.
Right.
All they want to do is pet you. No. Oh no.
No. No. No.
So next time, can't do that on the first try, which is funny. All the things that you and I did that first night, and she won't even let people pet her the first night. Hold on, I got something for that. Dang it, I was late on that, wasn't
That's good.
I? I know.
That's what I said.
So I know that so this was the note that I had about Blaine's daughter. Just wonderfully mature young lady. I mean, just so. Anyway. There were things that I was going to talk about. I did not know they were going to be here originally. Right. But then this is a show. He knows it's a show. I'm trying to do this full time. He knows that. So I felt like I did not need to change my delivery or questions.
Right.
And I know the very first something I said, I looked at you and your eyes got big. But it was just kind of like, I
know.
It is. I just have this feeling after meeting Blaine a few times and talking to him. I like him very much, but I have this feeling no matter what kind of crazy story I could come up with, would not hold a candle to like a mild story. Oh, yeah, this just happened last Friday.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we got going on? What do you have going on? How's that? Have we talked since you've been back at work?
Oh, maybe not.
Hold on. I got something for that. Hold on. Wrong button.
I was going to say, who are we cheering for?
I know. Your works because you're back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back in action. No, it's going good.
Good. Let's see. What other notes did I have? Oh, Trinity finally took that IQ test I've always wanted. And I need to find the show. I know that explicitly I said that kid was I knew I say 141 or 142. But of course, now that she's a 141, it's easy for me to say that. But I swear I
Right.
said that.
Huh.
Because I was like, I know that
They took it today?
No, recently.
Oh, okay.
So, but that does put her, and I knew that. I knew that she was smarter, but I also said she's not that much smarter than me.
Right. They are very smart.
Yes. And they're back in school. They're going to my alma mater. Oh, so get this shit. So on our wall here, under my diploma, is what's the actual title? Outstanding student for the business department. And so I said something to Trinity. Trinity transferred from Illinois Institute of Technology to my alma mater, University of Alaska Fairbanks. Hold on, I got something for that. I'm gonna let this go for a second.
Okay.
There we go. And so when I pointed that out, I go, "Are you gonna get one of those?" And she goes, "I'm gonna get multiple." So it leaves me with two things. First of all, how many years do you think you have left of college? Because I would like to know that. And good on you. I hope you do. Because I remember that. So our oldest, Mo, was graduating from North Carolina State when I was like the same time I was graduating from
Yeah.
Alaska Fairbanks. And I told her that I'd been named most outstanding student. And she goes, "Well, I will not be getting one of those."
She's like, I'm lucky to be graduating.
Yeah. And she says that,
I know.
and then she's in school for a PhD
I
in
know.
psychology. So hold on, we got something for that too. No, that's what she makes me think. Our kids are
Sorry.
so good. I know. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if I told you this. Maybe I have. Someone asked at work, asked me what I thought their IQ was. Because I said that I should be able to pinpoint everyone's IQ within about 5.
Right.
And that's why I want to prove my point too. Because
Which you
I do
telling
think
me that, I mean, you know exactly where I go. Like, oh man, that poor person.
I know.
But
I know. But they asked me what I thought their IQ was. So without missing a beat. So I will tell you, this is why it is so important to pregame. No, that's doing drinking and
right.
alcohol and drugs and stuff. To be prepared.
Be prepared.
Yes, because I knew that I may get this question at some point. So it'd be better to be prepared and then
Right.
not ever get asked the question. So without missing a beat, I go, "Well, actually, the only time I ever see you here," and I said, "I think you're amazing." And I wasn't lying about this. I was like, "You're an amazing salesperson, and the way that you interact with customers is great, and the relationships and the rapport you build, just outstanding." I go, "I don't spend enough time with you around here when we're not selling, and I never spend time with you outside of work, so I can't make that type of I just don't have enough information." And they said, "Fair enough." But that's why you have to be prepared for
Right.
that. Now, I will tell you, many of the listeners may not know who Steven Seagal is. And I will tell you that is a travesty. You should look
Who
up
doesn't know who Steven Seagal is?
probably a lot of young people,
I know.
which is sad. So anyway, he did a lot of kung fu movies. Can I say that anymore? Movies? Or do I have to say kung fu streaming? I'm just kidding. See, I always take out the wrong thing.
Oh, right.
Hold
That's
on.
funny.
Yeah. That's sexual innuendo too.
Yeah.
But in the movie Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, Under Siege on a ship, Under Siege 2 on a train,
Okay.
the bad guy says chance favors the prepared mind. And I got to tell you, that has stuck with me. I only have like 2 quotes I live by. It's that and one by Thoreau. But I'm going to tell you, I probably use this one more often. So I just had to be, I had to know that someone would probably ask, and how do you respond? Like, in this setting, and it doesn't matter who the person is, that can be a response. So anyone at work, this is how I can respond to them.
Right.
Anyone at church, this might be how I respond to them.
Right.
Anyone just out on the street, I would just tell them the truth at that point.
Right.
Well, I've known you for exactly 3 seconds and you're an idiot.
Right.
You're an idiot.
Oh, hold on. I got something for that.
You're an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Idiot. Oh, no. Hold on. You're an idiot. And it says, no, I don't.
Yes. And then
I
he
don't like
says,
that
I'm
one.
an idiot.
I wish I did like that one. But I know you like this one.
I do like this one a lot. Why do you think this particular voice is so, like, appealing? It's just cute. It's just cute. Everyone loves a chipmunk. I know, but why? I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think people love. Why do you like butt stuff? Touche is what you're supposed to say. I don't know where that came from. But do you think the movie, like Alvin and the Chipmunks, do you think someone said, I really like this voice, because I am not a voice like all the other ones you have on the thing. Well, hold on. Who said, oh, let's do robot. Oh, let's do echo. Oh, let's do mean robot. So, but here's my thing. Who decided this is a chipmunk's voice? Like, so, like, did someone hear this voice and go, assigning that to chipmunk? Like, yeah, this isn't
Chip
a
and
Doberman.
Dale, the first chipmunks.
Yeah,
So
like,
whoever did that, Walt Disney.
I don't think it was him.
Chip and Dale?
Yep, that was it.
Chip and Dale is chipmunks.
I know.
That was Walt Disney.
What? I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
And then they were like, well, those are what Chip and Dale sound like, so Alvin and the Chipmunks has to sound like that.
I know. You know, the weird thing is when Catherine does this, she still can't be like, oh, look at me, I'm a little chipmunk.
Do what?
Like when you try to start talking like the voice.
Oh, because you hear it, not just talk normal?
Yeah, and then because first she'll be like, oh yeah, okay, that's it's like, okay, let's dial it back a notch. Okay, when we turn this off now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're
I love you.
I love you.
I do like saying I love you.
I
Hold
do
on.
too, it's so
Hold on.
cute.
Let me try.
You sound like a minion now.
Oh, yeah. I'm your minion. I got a one-eyed minion for you in my pants.
Oh, my word.
And it's yellow. And it wears suspenders.
Does it have jaundice?
God, I hope not. Okay, so that last 3 minutes was for Bobby and Rodney alone. You're welcome. Let's see, what other notes do I have? Yeah, but that is funny because I don't think she'll ever get past that. Like you and I did that at the beginning because it
Yeah.
is hard to hear that and then
And not like raise your voice
yeah, to try to match it, but then it just
Yeah.
gets
higher and higher.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, that last note that I was that I told you the whole story about work and the
Yeah.
person asked the very last part of that was I lied 2 digits. And hold on, hold on, because I put WWJD, so what would Jesus do?
Right.
So when I put I lied 2 digits about that person at work, I go, that is not meant to be mean, it is the truth. That still means that they're I still think they have an average IQ, just probably a
Right.
couple points on the shyer side of average. But here's my thing. Like if I said that at work, people may get mad. Like everyone else may get mad. But if I said, okay, we're gonna have teams for Trivial Pursuit, I guarantee you they would be picked last.
Right.
So I mean, you can't get mad about something. Let's see. Because this is another note. What's that? Most people.
What does WWJD have to do with that? You never like clarified that.
So I was trying to turn that in. What would you choose them as a Trivial Pursuit partner? But then that's WYCTAATPP, and it seems like that's a little long.
Yeah. So
So that's, I was trying to make it when I started. So I wrote WWJD thinking
Okay.
that I was going to have something roll right off my tongue.
Got it.
And then it was literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words.
okay. Yeah.
So
So yeah.
it didn't work. Let's see. I did write something about my Smarty McSmarty pantsness. I go, it generally takes me a crowd of 200 people to find someone else that's as intelligent as me. And then I wrote, and I showed Trinity this, that it takes Trinity 1 in 400. Because it would take them a crowd of 400 before they would run across someone else with an IQ as high as theirs. That's how much higher theirs. That 5 points, that's how much higher that makes them than me. Yeah. Let's see. Did you hear me talking about this earlier? Because it would be funnier if you hadn't. About the squirrel and me and the problems that we had.
I don't think so. When were you
so
talking about
I was talking to Trinity about it,
Oh.
but I had written down, I guess in the middle of the night, I actually don't remember when I wrote this. I put comparing my daily hazards to that of squirrels.
Oh, okay.
And so these are ones that we have in similar. These are ones that both of us would find hazardous to our health during any given day. Cars, automobiles. People. People are both a hazard for squirrels and for myself.
Right.
Cats.
Okay.
Weak limbs. In their case, jumping on a weak limb and it breaking. Me stepping on a weak limb and it breaking.
Oh, I was thinking like your limbs.
My limbs, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, that they would just snap.
Okay.
And then I put down that squirrels also have to deal with hawks. I
Okay.
usually do not have to deal with hawks. Here in Kansas, I have to deal with jayhawks,
Oh, right. Right.
which probably
just as bad.
I would almost rather be like dive bombed by an actual hawk run into my car every day than having to deal with jayhawks. I don't know that because I have not been dive bombed before.
Right.
But I can't believe that alternative would be any worse than dealing with most jayhawks.
Right.
I also have written down coyotes or coyotes. And I put in parentheses, depending on your camp. So there's a definite, here in the Midwest, a coyotes. It's a coyote or it's a coyote. What do you call it? You don't know now, do you?
I don't know now.
I don't know. I think I call it coyote.
Coyote? I don't have any idea.
So anyway, I think a lot of that may have to do with if you're Republican or Democrat, whether it's a coyote or a coyote. I don't know which is which, but it seems like that's where that break would be.
And the sad thing is you probably can't say it either way. So
I know. I do not have to worry about coyotes. However, I do have to worry about cougars. Hold on.
Damn it. I turn you over, but worrying about
Wait. Oh, I had no idea what button I pushed. Which is kind of like Friday night. Aw,
that's
baby.
the one you wanted.
It is. Man Baby. Why did you not watch that with me?
I was not interested. I mean, you didn't really sell it on the trailer, so I was like, yeah.
So I will. So on the episode previous to this, Tim Lytell was on, writer, producer, director of the movie Man Baby. I hope I didn't offend. I mean, I talked about the film. He knew. I think that he gave me. I mean, I think that he could see that I was appreciative and
Right.
understood things. So and so I really got to say I really enjoyed talking to Tim. A lot of fun. So much so I appreciated the movie more after talking to him. He cleared some things up in the interview, but I don't know why. Maybe it was just like, oh, okay, well, it would be like now a friend has done it. So, because with me, with all my friends and how I am.
Right.
What's wrong?
I don't know. That
What is
sounded awful.
What? Me and all my friends?
Now it's like a friend is dying.
No, I just mean that once because I feel like that Tim and I got along so well on the interview that now I actually appreciate the
Oh,
movie
got it.
more
Okay,
because he
got it.
did it.
Got it. Okay.
So what he may have to do to promote the movie is have people watch it, and then he'll need to reach out after they've watched it, because I think that then they'll appreciate it more.
Right.
I don't know. I would like to hear back if someone listens to the interview and then watches the movie,
Right.
whether they appreciate it more. What I was going to say is I hope I didn't offend him, because I said at one point that maybe people should skip the trailer and just watch the movie.
Right. Right.
Because I feel like the trailer may be deterrent. It does not do the movie justice or tell the whole story.
Right. Clearly.
Of course, it's a trailer, but
Right.
it does it misdirects you. Let's say that into it misdirects. We'll just leave it at that. But I hope that didn't sound bad when I'm like, hey, why doesn't everyone just skip the trailer? Because I was still saying watch the movie.
Right.
And the movie's more important than the trailer.
Right.
But yeah. Let's see. Oh, so I have a lot of stuff. Oh, here's a thing that I wrote down to talk to you. That voice with Catherine. You know what it reminds me of? When Jim Carrey used to put the mask on in the movie The Mask. That she there's something wrong with her. Like when she puts it on, it's like, yowza or what. I mean, it's like, okay, we're doing that way too much now. But I actually wrote that down.
That's
when
funny,
Catherine talks in The Voice, it's similar to what happened when Jim Carrey put on the mask.
That's funny. Yeah.
So here's the thing. I have so many questions about this. So have you seen the things on social media? It's like, or just in my news thread, it's like, I go from a 3 to a 10 when I put on whatever, a bikini or workout clothes or any of this stuff. Have you seen those type of articles or stories?
No.
I don't know why shit like that. Maybe it's because I complain about
Maybe.
idiots all the time is why it decides to keep going. But my notes are, first of all, no, you don't. No one goes
So
from
they're saying that if they put something on,
they go from
they go
a 3
from a 3 to a 10.
Yeah.
Just by putting clothes on.
Like the type of clothes. Like I don't know why, like some reason in my thread, it's like, I'm a farmer, but when I go to town, I go from a 4 to a 10. And it's like, first of all, whatever fucking town you live in doesn't have any clue as what a 10 is. A 10 would be someone that has 10 or few missing teeth. There's a 10 right there. I wish I could find me an 8 sometime. Because see, that's counting the number of. But yeah, but it's stupid stuff like this. And I'm like, first of all, I'm like, no, you don't.
Right.
Like if these are your before and afters, if this is your 3 and 10 picture, you have just shown me a 3 and a 3.5 picture.
Right.
Congratulations. But then I put like, what was it? That they let themselves be a 3. So you're saying that you're okay being a 3 then. And then you're like
Right.
wondering.
But then I look better when I put these on.
Yeah. No, you don't. Ugh. I don't know why they show up. I wish I. Okay. What else? I put a note. What does that go to? I just put because I'm a dick.
Probably goes to all of them.
Oh, no, this was a work thing.
It goes to all of them, probably.
I was in the back, so I do shoes. Sometimes people can be difficult.
Sometimes.
So I was in the back a few days ago, and someone asked me, they go, are you going to hurt them? And I said, I looked at them and I go, yeah. I go, I'm not taking the paper out of the paper out of the next shoe I put on their foot. Because then it'd be way too small.
Yeah.
And I was going to just try to force it in until they're like, I think something's in there. And so it's funny. I go back out to the floor and I start doing that. And they're like, I think something's in. And I go, I think, hold on, let me get. And I'm like, and I look over my shoulder and give this just shit grin to the person I'd said that to in the back. Because I was like, fuck them. I mean, you don't get to treat someone like
Right,
this.
yeah, no.
And then I was like, oh my gosh. Because usually I will do that. When I pull that out, I'm like, oh, that would have made it too small. So, yeah. So that I wrote that on one page, and then the arrow was because I'm a dick. So that was the finishing. Sometimes I write my notes in places I think they'll fit on the page, and then they end up not fitting.
Huh.
Yes. So I wrote down Coi Leray, the movie. The video Blick Blick.
Right.
I put in there because she dresses in a couple of different outfits. One that I do not think is very attractive. Like I would see her on the street, and I would actually say, and my face would represent what I was saying, and that would be ew.
Ew.
Yeah. And then there's one where I think she's pretty friggin' hot, but I couldn't tell you what she's wearing. But the reason she's so hot is because there's 2 Dobermans
Right.
in those scenes with her.
Right.
So I just
You're
wrote.
actually probably looking at the Dobermans,
I was.
not her.
Oh, yeah. I seriously couldn't tell you. I think she may have a hat on and boots.
Okay.
And I know she's wearing stuff. It's not like just tits and
Right,
ass are out.
right.
But I could not tell you. I know that the 2 black and tan beautiful Dobermans, they're so pretty. But I wrote in there that it's proof that you only need a Doberman to be prettier. And then my next note over here, because it meanders at the top of the
Sure.
page over.
And then back
So
up.
it started like in the center of the clock, go to 1, 12, and then all the way down to 6.
Oh, okay.
So my next was guy, girl, doesn't matter. You are immediately better looking and smarter if you have a Doberman. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
And all of you out there in Streamingville, is that where they are?
I don't know.
Wherever you are, wherever you're listening to this, if you ever see someone walking a Doberman, you don't go, look at that dumb motherfucker. That's a dumb, ugly ass motherfucker. That's never. It doesn't matter. You're like, first of all, you don't see the person because you
Right.
see the dog.
Right.
Man, I really got a thing for Dobermans.
And you're like, that's a beautiful dog.
oh my gosh. So, and then my next note was, I think I had mentioned this to you. Have you ever met someone that has a Wheaten Terrier?
I have.
And so then it goes down to if I asked someone what kind of dog they had and they replied, I don't know, an inbred, I would immediately think Wheaten Terrier. Those are the
Yeah.
dumbest,
Yeah.
stupid. I
But
remember.
that's also not just an opinion. That's a fact. They're not.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
Like,
a list of dogs. And
there
they're-
is. I think there's 106 breeds, and they're the 111th stupidest dog. There's like 5 dogs that haven't even been invented yet that
Right.
are automatically going to be smarter than what a Wheaten Terrier is.
Yeah.
I don't know what this next note is. It is in all caps. I don't
wow.
always write in all caps. It is in all caps, block lettering with an exclamation point, and it just says "Be prepared." So this
It goes
could be.
back to
Well,
all
it
your stuff.
could.
You always are like, be prepared.
Well, I would. Yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense than what I was thinking.
Okay. I mean, you've taught me a bunch of things that I
was
should
thinking
be
that it
prepared
was
for,
the be
and-
prepared, like new sexual stuff.
Oh,
Like we
well,
were gonna do stuff, and I just needed to be prepared because some of it.
well, if
I may be
anyone
giving,
needs
some
to
of
be
it may be
prepared, it would be
receiving.
me.
Well, if you want to give sometime, you can give.
Could.
Trinity always asks the question, so have you let mom tag you yet? Which I love as a question that Trinity will ask me, but if I say anything
I know, they're like,
remotely sexual, it's like, this is why I want to get rid of myself.
So gross.
I know. Okay. Let's see. That was all I thought I could have sworn I had better questions than that.
Oh,
So-
well, it was in the middle of the night,
It was.
and you were probably high, and so you thought you were funnier than you are.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
that could be it.
I'm just spitballing.
Yeah. Speaking of spitballing, the way you woke me up last night. Hold on. No shit. But because of what I didn't know, I had fallen asleep, and I had heard a room full of people beforehand. I'd
Right.
fallen asleep in the living room,
Right.
and I'd heard not a room full, but there
Couple
were
people.
Yeah. And then the next thing I woke up to was something.
Something.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, I can't believe she's doing that while there's people in the room. And so I was appreciative.
Oh.
However, I was like,
However, you said, I don't think I can.
I know. God, I'm so old.
But clearly you were asleep.
I was out of it, man.
Because then I
I
just left you.
mean-
I was like, I'm going to bed.
I mean, generally, if I wake up and my penis is in someone's mouth, then I'm like all in. I just wanted to see your face when I said that. I want you to know you're the only penis this mouth is going to. Hold on. You're the
Now I'm a
only mouth.
penis?
You're the only
You're the
mouth my
dick.
penis. You're the only mouth my penis. That's what I meant.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? I know. Think about your
No.
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 And my only other big note was the future of the humanity is less feelings, not more. I'm so sick of people with all these. Well, I
Feelings.
feel. Oh, here we go with someone feeling something.
Let's just stop
Okay.
feeling.
Oh, here's one we didn't go over. What percentage of the women that sing about having their ass eaten in the videos that I watch? What percent? Do you think it's all of them actually enjoy getting their asses eat? Most of them, some of them, or none of them? Those are your options.
Most of them.
You do, but not all.
Yeah.
Do you think they've all tried it at least, though?
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, that was it. That's 41 minutes. That's like one good ass eating.
Jeez.
I've made that last 41 minutes before. Did you just punch your microphone?
I didn't mean to.
I know. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Until next time. Let's see. Who do I have coming up? I have an air traffic controller on, and I'm gonna try to get him to spill the beans on UFOs.
UFOs.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
They can't though, Rodney.
I think they can now.
Okay.
I think it's
Good.
okay.
Good.
That would be so
I
cool.
hope they do.
But I'll be let down. I mean, so that's what, because I seriously wonder about this, whether I will be, if I go, so what can you tell me about UFOs? Like, what's the weirdest thing? Oh, I've never seen anything weird. Really? No, never want. I mean, because I would just want to be like bullshit.
Yeah.
But I think that if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to ask the question, I'm going to have to assume that the person is going to be honest.
Be prepared for the
Yes!
answer.
Exclamation point. Okay.
So you have someone else though, don't you?
I don't. I have so that actually takes me a couple weeks out.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So, because that will go, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I do have a book full of people. I do need you to help me. I don't know who I'm going to pick yet.
Okay.
Here, let me mention some of the people. I'll just mention what they do. This one's just a stoner general discussion. These are people that reach out to the
Right.
podcast
Right.
about being on. This one is a survivor of satanic ritual abuse.
Okay.
There's an author of an indie book, which I think people can just publish their own book.
Right.
So I don't know what that means exactly. There's a doctor who wrote a book on how reality works. There's one on mental health. There's a gentleman about hitting rock bottom in prison. There's one on religion, the God, and devil. There's a songwriter. There is a psych trip sitter. There is a writer. There is the author of a book called The Science of Empowerment, and there is a celebrity magician. And then there's a radio/podcast host also that have all reached out to the program. And out of those 4, and then there's additional 4 that have already been booked
Right.
on that. So I'm gonna have to pick something out. So I want to have you and I, guest host, people that we've had on the show quite a few times before. I want to make sure that they have time to come back. So I don't know. I probably won't.
Yeah.
I won't ever do more than 2 interviews in a week that I'll release, but probably just 1 a week.
Yeah.
And see what people think about those. So generally, up to this point, the top 4 out of the top 5 shows I've ever done were interview shows, and then the other one was your birthday show,
Oh,
which I don't know why that one was so popular. Maybe it was just family and friends and
Maybe.
everything. So
I don't know.
But that one was hugely popular as well. Maybe I got sappy on it.
maybe. They're like, oh, that's a different side.
I know. Did I tell you thank you for my chair?
You did?
It's amazing. And I haven't run back in it. Oh, maybe that was me. I thought maybe some of the things I was hearing was you hitting stuff. Maybe that was me running to the desk and I didn't know it.
Oh, I don't know.
So anyway, anywho. So I was trying to blame you for something I
That's
did.
fine.
Sounds about right.
I was hitting the mic, but not on purpose.
I know you weren't. You were just kind of tickling it.
Yes.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Okay. We used to have a child. Well, I mean, we still have the child. We didn't give him Ray. We tried, but no one would take him. But when they would tickle you, they would always say tickle, tickle, tickle. Like
Right.
it wouldn't work if
they did
that
it.
wasn't being
They
said.
did it all the time.
Yeah. And it was just so
So
funny. It's
funny.
like, you don't have to say that, but they would do. And then it became a thing.
Yeah.
And now it still has become
Still
a
a
thing.
thing.
As you can see, because I just went tickle, tickle,
Tickle,
tickle,
tickle,
tickle, tickle. But that was weird because I wasn't tickling.
I know.
Okay. Love you. Are you going to talk us out on this one?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to hit the music then. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Thanks for listening to The Longest One Night Stand with Bobbi.
And the Stone Genius. No, it's Ro. It's always going to be Bobbi and Ro. I can't do that.
And the
Even
Stone
though.
Genius.
Yeah. So, love you.
It's a threesome.
No. Is that. You really want two of me?
No.
Okay. I just.
No.
Wow. Could you answer that any quicker? It's funny because there's a Cardi B song where she goes, if he had a twin, I'd let him run a train.
Train.
And you're like, no. You're like, I don't even really want the first one. So, no.
A twin is different than two of you.
Well, I would. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
So you're saying you would do it me if I was a twin. Great. Okay, is there
mean,
still music going on? No,
no.
it's gone. Now we
All
got to
right.
say it again.
Why?
No, we don't. I
No, we
don't.
don't. Thanks for listening
To
to The Longest One Night Stand with Bobbi.
In Ro. Bye, people.